go into it. So welcome everyone to the Power Half Hour. We'll try and keep it to half an hour. So to start with, I'm going to share my screen. So you can have a look at today's quote, which I just sent you. So can you see the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so if someone wants to just read the quote out for us, we'll just have a little chat about it. Elaine, you want to have a go?
Yeah, that means I've got, these images of all of us down the side, which is blocking it. Let me just see if I can move it over.
You can, yeah, you can move it over.
Oh, I can. Okay, so the eye through which I see God is the same eye through which God sees me. My eye and God's eye are one eye, one seeing, one knowing, one love. Meister Eckhart.
So any thoughts on that quote?
But there is no separation.
Yeah. Another way of saying that. Meister Eckhart was a Christian mystic. Actually, he was a Benedictine monk, but he was quite mystic in his outlook. I think they banned him. But that was like excommunicated or banned or something, because he was talking too mystically. You know, this was in the 13th century. Traditional the traditional church didn't like this kind of language. But just stating a universal truth. And I like his use of the eye. So it's like the idea of the eye is the seeing, the seer and the seeing. So you see with God's eyes means you look on the world with a clean perception. If we do a retranslation of this, the eye through which I see pure formless awareness or love is the same eye through which pure formless awareness or love sees me. So my awareness is that awareness. This is what he's saying. So my eye and love's eye are one eye, one seeing, one knowing, and one love. It's the same awareness. We just use the idea of the eye to kind of tie it all together. Which is really, the interesting thing about mystics is they all pretty much say the same thing over different, hundreds, maybe even thousands of years, and different cultures and different traditions, different languages, but they're really pointing to one experience, to the single kind of unity consciousness experience, where you and God become one. There is no difference, which is what this teaching from Meister Eckhart is pointing us to as well. So any other thoughts on that? Does it resonate with anyone? Any questions?
Well, I suppose the eye of God is within us. My eye and God's eye are one. It's also outside of us, but it's inside.
Yeah, I was pointing at the inner vision. So in A Course in Miracles, Jesus uses the term vision to refer to this inner seeing. So you're not looking with the body's eyes, but you're seeing within. You're seeing with the mind, really. So the eye through which I see God is the same eye through which God sees me. Right? So it's saying there's really only one. There's only one awareness that's seeing. So when I'm in my true awareness, then I'm seeing God and God is seeing me, and we are one. There's no separation there. It's the same awareness, seeing itself. Just putting it another way. So I become aware of myself, and God becomes aware of itself in and through me. This is the mystical teaching. It's one awareness. When you come into that awareness, then God knows you and you know God. And that's the merging of the Son and the Father, the source and its extension into one knowing, as he says, one seeing, one knowing, and one love. It's one single experience. And as I said, every single mystic, almost without fail, says the same thing. They've all said the same thing, just using different language. So therefore, you have to wonder, it must be true. They couldn't all see the same thing, and there'd be no truth to it. And they're all delusional. And it does resonate, doesn't it? There's a part of us that really resonates with a simple sentence like this, because it takes us into that awareness ourselves. Hi, Ruth. I see. Thanks for joining us.
Hi.
The discussion. So, discussing a quote by Meister Eckhart, who was a Christian mystic in the 15th century. Eye through which I see God is the same eye through which God sees me. My eye and God's eye are one eye, one seeing, one knowing, and one love. And it's actually it's pretty simple, but it's profound, isn't it? Saying there's one awareness. God and you are not separate. I mean, this is the fallacy. Even using other terms like God. That's why I quite like if you retranslate and you say God is just pure formless awareness, and you put that into a quote like this, and you go, the eye through which I see pure formless awareness is the same eye through which pure formless awareness sees me, because it's one awareness. My eye and this pure formless awareness's eye are one eye, one seeing, one knowing, and one love, because it's one awareness. So when I'm in that awareness, then I'm one with what we call God. And it's actually so extraordinarily simple, and yet most of us miss it most of the time. We're not in that awareness. We're off somewhere else, thinking about other things. So these quotes are designed to bring us back into that awareness and remind us and reconnect us with our own true awareness. So any other thoughts or comments on that? Otherwise, we'll go into a meditation, I think. No. Well, one other comment that I'll say is that every what we call a mystic is really just someone who's had this experience. So he's writing this from his personal experience. You can tell. It's not theory. It's not a dogma. It's experiential, and that's really the way to tell the difference between a mystic and a theologian or an intellectual, because the mystics talk from experience, and their language is often quite poetic, and because they've had the experience. If you've read Rumi, for instance, you can see he's had the experience, and I was just writing about it in very poetic language. And because he's had the experience, his words then point you to that experience and direct you into that experience yourself. So that's ultimately what it's about. The Course in Miracles has lots of philosophy. It has high-level metaphysics, theory, and so on. But in the end, it comes down to, can you actually experience this as a felt experience? That these are not words. You actually go into that experience, and you experience this awareness, and you go, I get it. My eye and God's eye are one, because there's only one awareness. This is just language pointing to this one awareness. So that's where we're going, and that's why I try to focus more on the meditations in these sessions. So a bit of discussion, and then into the meditation to actually experience this. So if no one's got any other comments, we'll do it. Let's go into a meditation on this, shall we? Okay, so just I'll put you all on mute so we don't get disturbed. Make yourself comfortable. So let's mute all. Okay, you can unmute yourself, but try and keep yourself muted so there's no background noise. Okay, so just making yourself comfortable. Sitting the feet shoulder width apart, back straight. Cup your hands in your lap. Close your eyes. And start off by taking a nice deep breath in through the nose. So you're breathing in, noticing how the stomach rises and the chest rises. A subtle flow of air in through the nostrils. Pausing at the top of the inhale. And just check in and scan your mind. So you want to just notice whatever's going on for you. Any thoughts, emotions, sensations in the body. So if it's a strong emotion, you might notice the sensation somewhere in the body. It usually won't feel very pleasant. So say any contraction, constriction, limitation, doesn't feel good. So just breathe into it. You breathe in, you create some space, some awareness around the thoughts and emotions. Find some peace arising naturally as soon as you create space and awareness. Peace arrives. And so just releasing, letting go of any negativity with the help of your breath. You exhale and just blow it away. Whatever thoughts, emotions, sensations that you're experiencing, you just release them to the nothingness they really are. Notice that you come to a state of rest. The bottom of the exhale, just find nice, calm, spacious awareness opening up in your mind. And breathing in again. And noticing how the stomach rises and the chest rises. Subtle flow of air in through the nostrils. Clenching the sphincter muscle to lock the energy in. Again, scan your mind. Maybe there's more clarity, more light, but if you notice anything that's undesirable, any kind of negative thought or emotion, just imagine it's like a cloud pattern, just drifting by in your awareness. And you can just help it on its way. It's the breeze of your breath. So you exhale out through your mouth, letting it all go. into the nothingness it really is. These cloud patterns have no power to obscure the eternal light. Just sink into this light. Just breathing in and out through your nose. Nice, deep, slow, rhythmical breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. Observe the breath. There's nothing else to do, there's nowhere else to go. Except within. You go within, you let the breath take you there. Just focus on subtle sensations of the breath. Notice the stomach rising and the chest rising, subtle flow of air in through the nostrils. And when you exhale, notice how the chest and the stomach suck back in, and the air flows out of the nostrils. Any thoughts arise that are distracting, just let them go with the breath. Just by following the breath, putting all your attention on the breath, observing the subtle sensations of the breath. You just go deeper and deeper into this state of mind that today's quote describes from Meister Eckhart. The eye through which I see God. The eye through which I see love. It's the same eye through which love, which is pure formless awareness, sees me. Because it's one awareness. And just let yourself sink into that awareness. And nowhere else to go. Nothing else to do. Nothing else to think about. Just merge your awareness with God's awareness. And realize that you are this awareness. You are pure formless awareness. Your eye and God's eye. Your eye and love's eye. Love's awareness. Instead of I, you could substitute awareness for I. So an awareness to which I see love is the same awareness to which love sees me. My awareness and pure formless awareness are one awareness. One seeing, one knowing. And one love. And so The words just point us into an experience. Be willing to let go into that experience fully now. Just drop into the experience of this love that the quote points to. And remember, it's in 94, of Course in Miracles, says, I am as God created me. Or I am as love created me. So love's awareness must be my awareness. My awareness is love's awareness. Nowhere else to go, nothing else to do. Just sink into this awareness, this realization. And if any thoughts come up, just observe them casually and let them go. Imagine you blowing them away with the breeze of your breath. And just remaining in this pure formless awareness. The clouds come and go, they shift and change. This world, anything that's changeable is just a cloud pattern. Includes your thoughts and emotions. Just coming and going, arising and passing away. There's any thoughts creeping in, and that any thought is irrelevant in this context. I'm just going to let it go. And it's just a cloud. Don't attach to clouds in the sky, so why should you attach to the clouds in your mind? Thoughts are just blowing through. Ephemeral, so quickly changing. And just blow them away with the breeze of your breath, and you sink into this single awareness, pure formless awareness. Pure formless awareness arising in your mind. And just experience that, enjoy it. It's not an intellectual experience, it's a felt experience.
Experience it fully for a couple of minutes, deep silence. Nothing else to do, nowhere else to go, nothing else to think about. Just breathe, observe your breath, relax, and be as God created you, as love created you. Its extension eternally, one with it. Sometime in the future, but right now. Merge your awareness with this awareness. So you and it are one. This is the mystical union of the Father and the Son. Source and its extension happening in you, through you right now. So just surrender to that process. The next 2 minutes of deep silence. And so just gently bring your awareness back. Put some awareness in the body and the senses and the world. And while it's rooted in pure formless awareness, this is the art of flow. Staying in pure formless awareness in your mind while you're able to operate very effectively in the world. So on the count of 3, you can open your eyes. So 1, just breathing in, noticing how the stomach rises and the chest rises, subtle flow of air in through the nostrils. Pausing at the top of the inhale, scan your mind. Noticing any thoughts and any emotions, any physical sensations. And if there's anything that's not serving you, that's unpleasant, just again let it go. Help of your breath, exhale. Just blow it all away. The breeze of your breath, clearing some space in an empty vessel, empty, open, light, clear. And notice on the count of 2, the weight of your body pressing down into the chair, your feet touching the ground. Noticing what else you're feeling and touching. So noticing all these sensations, this very present way. but without judgments. There's no need to interpret, to label, to judge. Just allow whatever the sensation is, smells you breathe in, taste, touch, sounds you hear, just to blow through the mind. On the count of 3, you're going to open your eyes. So, just looking around for a minute, noticing the various objects in the room. From this clear awareness, so this is your eye seeing, the eye of God. So you see from this pure formless awareness, and nothing really has the ability to disturb your peace, because you're rooted in pure formless awareness, and the illusions of the world simply are on another level. They don't touch that peace on that level. So as you look around, without judgment, you see with God's eyes. See a world redeemed, an innocent world, a forgiven world. There's no sin, there's no guilt, there's no fear. Simply an awareness of awareness. And that is very peaceful and very comforting, and a very effective state to live in, because from that singular awareness, take very focused, directed action. You let this awareness guide you. Through your life. And then the eyes through which you see, God's eyes, the eyes of pure formless awareness, because that awareness is your awareness. So your eye and God's eye, all the awareness of pure formless awareness, are one awareness. And from that awareness, one seeing, one knowing, and one love come. That's why you see the fundamental basis. Your perception is so important. When you see from pure formless awareness, from love's awareness, or from the ego's awareness. Those are the only two choices we have. So I hope this meditation has helped, and this little discussion has helped you to connect with this true awareness, which is God's awareness, and merge with that and have an experience of that. Because the more you experience it, the more you know that it must be true. How could you experience something this profound and not be moved? So that brings us to the end of the meditation and today's session. Just over half an hour, so short and sweet, but I hope it's been profound and helped you connect with this singular awareness that all the great mystics are pointing us to, which is the merging of your mind and God's mind into one awareness. So thank you, everyone, and I will see you tomorrow at the same time, I hope. Namaste.
Thank you, Jono.
You and John. See you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. Um,